This is Chris Maglino at the LD Micro Conference in Los Angeles, California. I am here with David Harper from Geodrill. How you doing, David?
Doing good.
Good. It trades under GEODF. So it's trading on the OTC exchange here in the United States. And you probably know more about Africa than most people.
I've lived in Africa for 35 years, so about half my life.
Okay. Yeah, you've spent a lot of time over there. That's good. That's what you guys are. That's where you're doing. Oh, are you based there as well?
I live there. It's actually where I just flew in from, and it's where I'm going to fly back to tomorrow. And so, Geodrill itself has been operating for 26 years, and that's where I started this company in Ghana, and with one rig and one contract, and then we grew up and we grew out, and we operate all around West Africa. But more recently, we've expanded across to North Africa. Last few years we've been in Egypt and South America, which has been a new market for us and a new experience, and we're really enjoying that experience. Yeah.
And where do you live personally in Africa?
I actually live in Accra, which is the capital of Ghana. And you might find this hard to believe, but I'm actually Australian, Ghanaian. I hold two citizenships, and I naturalized a few years ago.
Interesting.
And so basically it's just become part of the furniture. Yeah.
Well, the stock's been on a rip. It's doing well.
Doing good.
It's got to feel better, when it's up than when it's down. It's not a bad thing. So tell us what's driving the awareness of the stock, and why are investors excited?
So about a year ago, we decided to reposition some of our rigs out of one of the problematic countries that we were operating in, and we basically have managed to reposition some of our equipment into new, really exciting markets like the Senegal market in West Africa. We expanded into Egypt. We basically just expanded our capacity there. But the other thing that we're really excited about at the moment is what's going on in South America. West Africa and North Africa, we drill for gold, which is great. And gold's on a rip at the moment. It's like at an all-time high, just shy of $2,800 an ounce, which is all the geopolitical stuff that's going on around in the world. And so we're effectively a picks and shovels play. There's a saying, in a gold rush, you can back the miners, or you can back the junior exploration companies, or you can simply just back the guy that sells the picks and shovels. And we are that guy. We are the driller that provides the exploration drilling that ultimately results in the results that drive mining operations. And so we're an integral part of the operation, and so investing in a service company is sort of de-risks. To the investor that doesn't understand the esoterics of mining, investors, and service companies are a great derivative play.
So, if I remember correctly from our conversation last time, you have a specific rig that gets shipped to each of these locations.
You've got a great memory.
Can you tell the audience a little bit about that?
Well, it's our signature burger, okay? It's what we do is so in drilling, you've got basically two services that are provided by the companies. One is called reverse circulation, and the other is called core drilling. And we have a rig that does both, okay? And so they're very popular. They're very versatile. And so they're just, they're what all of our customers always want. And so we are able to build these drills in our own facilities in Africa and ship them throughout the world wherever we're operating. We do that because we have built into the business model a vertical integration model, which has a manufacturing facility. So we're not just drillers that spend our profits with suppliers. We're able to supply ourselves from within. And that, in times like COVID, where you couldn't get anything anywhere in the world. Basically, the world shut down. We were able to keep going, and we went from strength to strength. And yeah.
So is that these new sites that you're doing in South America? Or what so you think that's what's getting the attention? People are seeing that you're moving from underperforming facilities to others that are going to perform well.
Look, it's part of the story, but I think the bigger piece of this story is that what's happened in recent times is we've moved from problematic regions where we were operating, and we've changed from the demographic of customer that we had, which was junior exploration companies that were beholden to the capital markets. And the capital markets have been very, very tough for miners. But for the miners that are producing, let's say, for instance, gold at $2,800 an ounce, their cost to produce that ounce of gold in West Africa is typically about $1,200 per ounce. So they're making, they're churning out cash. And so what we've done is we've repositioned the company from operating from those companies beholden to the capital markets to tier one miners. And with that comes multi-year, multi-rig contracts. And that's what drives this business.
So you need to worry about them going to the markets to raise capital.
So we don't have to worry about, we don't have to worry about getting paid. And we just have a bigger volume of work, and this is a numbers game. So catalysts coming out. So the first evidence of this was our quarter two, which was a good result. We will be announcing our quarter three on November 11, and the analysts have got a forecast amount of EBITDA and revenue, and we're very comfortable with their forecast. So we'll be a bit, and then beyond that, we'll just continue to just keep growing that top line and keep moving that EBITDA and that free cash, which, that recurring cash that's coming from these large multi-year, multi-rig contracts. And of course, our expansion into South America, which is something, the other big catalyst for us that's about to, hit the news is contract for new contracts. We're a contracting firm, and so by definition, we work to contracts. So when we sign a slew of new contracts, it always comes as good news. And we've been very, very busy in that department.
That's a leading indicator for you.
Yeah,
right.
It really, really is. Yeah.
What's the time delay from the signing of a contract to actually generating revenue typically in the business?
So sign a contract, mobilize, decide, you'll be drilling within the same quarter.
Same quarter, so relatively quickly.
Yeah, so let's say, for instance, if we were to be announcing a quarter, and in that quarter we were announcing, say, for instance, a bunch of new contracts, then by the end of the next quarter, we'll start to see the revenues start to flow through, and probably the quarter after that, we'll see the full benefits of it. So you recall last year we signed a bunch of new contracts. Well, it didn't hit our top line immediately, but a quarter or two later, we started to see the effect of that. And if we look at, our quarter two that was announced in August was a record quarter. And this is set up. So, the hard yards that we went through in basically shutting down one of the regions that we're operating, I would say that, things fall apart in one region only to come back bigger and stronger and better in other places a little bit further down the line. These are the tough decisions that sometimes takes in running a business, but the ultimate thing is that it just drives that shareholder value.
What's the difference between drilling in Africa and drilling in South America?
Language. Language, yeah. I mean,
but the labor force,
it's all different, but it's all great. It's all just a great experience. When we started this company 26 years ago, we would have never thought that this would have grown up to become the fifth largest driller in the world. 100% organic. This is the other big piece of this story. So my background is drilling, and I think that's been a key piece of this. I also think that being at the work, at the rock face, living and working where the drills work is another big piece of it. I don't think you can run a drilling company successfully if you're operating it from somewhere in North America. When you're operating in Africa, you've got to be there. You've got to be on the ground. And our entire C-level management team, myself, my CEO, my CFO, my general manager, everybody in the C-level lives and works at the site. So it's been a great piece of the story. And sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I was on a bit of a tear, actually, but
It was good. I was asking the difference between, drilling in Africa and drilling in South America, and that kind of got off onto your tangent area. Anyways, I just to drill all over the world.
It's just been hugely successful in West Africa. We're now the most recognized brand pretty much in Africa. And our plan from here is to roll that same thing, that same service out into South America. It's been very well received. Our customers are making significant discoveries because of the type of services that we offer there and the type of equipment that we offer there. And it's really just hugely pleasing to be part of their success. Their success is our success.
Right. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking the time to come talk to us again. It's nice to see your stock. I always love seeing stocks on the upside, and wish I would have bought some.
Oh, I still got a lot of upside.
Yeah, well,
you got some catalysts coming up. You got contract news.
Yeah.
You got financial outperformance. You got all sorts of things that are going to have to force our analysts to take our target, the target price that's on our back. They have to take it up.
What do the analysts have as the target price?
Currently, they got us at 358.
Right,
and we're trading at about.
There's plenty of room there.
Look, at the moment we're trading at 290. I mean, I wouldn't get too excited about buying a stock at 290 when the target is 358.
Yeah, but they had that target when the stock was
low. The previous target was 250. From 250, they took us to 358.
Right,
and that was based on our Q2 earnings. So now, as we keep moving forward, keep progressing forward, and as the results continue to improve, as the rig count continues to grow, the analysts will have to take our target price up. They will have to.
Well, if you're interested in, the picks and shovels for the, the drilling business, keep your eye on Geodrill, GEODF. David, thank you very much for visiting again. And it's always a pleasure to speak with you. Hope to see you again in the future.
Thank you.